their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
On second down, Elway flushed out right, and he slings one that's incomplete. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver, and it's third and short.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
And that's going to be incomplete. The third time wasn't a charm. They got the first 2 two-point tries, still have the lead.
Okay, so they didn't get this one, but I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for 2 so often?
Yeah, and we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw all week, correct?
Definitely game plan for them. Felt good about being aggressive and going for it. And right up until that one, they had gotten 2 for 2.
So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Another wayward pass. Things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Vic on 2nd and 10. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Give them a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
I know the defenders are getting up off the ground, heaving a sigh of relief. They just held Barry Sanders to a -yard run. But Barry holds the NFL record for most carries for negative yardage. The all-time leader, 1,114 yards lost on his carries. But he balanced it with over...
And this is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Oh, Elway's going to throw it. He'll get this one off to Sanders. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. Gano out to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said,
all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Chris Conley, 73 yards. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that
kicker.
one.
Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So out now comes the offense back onto the field. They have the big cushion here in the final stages of this one. I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel. No one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be against you. You name it, all those things they had to deal with, they're able to conquer them and do it convincingly.
Yeah, they did it very convincingly, and now the final moments of this one. Elway wants to throw. Sliding out of the pocket.
Oh, my.
Was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. Sua Cravens with a pick. And he will bring it back.
No!
It's a pick six and a KC touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're...
Wait, what? A bunch of newspapers. Wait, no, there's things out here. What? This is... Wait, it's a newspaper.
Football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And they had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Back to the air. Elway after the pick six. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. On 1st and 10, Elway. And the tight end Olsen, right side. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And a big turnover there.
They want my fitness on the front page. I took prescription in Dior frames. I had the vision back in 12th grade that I'd be killing with Dr. Dre. I never
Yeah, need a wide receiver. Oh. Randy Moss. Let's compare.
I've been swimming through the process and you can't see me on the Loch Ness. You can proceed but with caution, give the proceeds to my God kids. Hold that on my conscience. Same my pop is. Name when the pop get drop quick, buy drop kick. Why you gotta lie to me so much, babe? You tell me the same that you told what's his name. If it don't work out, I go back to hustling. Couple 100,000 up in my mother's name. Peace, what peace? Talk about don't shoot, tell that to
Going all out, dog. Rachel Douglas isn't that bad. And we need more shutdown corners, so I'm gonna go ahead and buy him. Oh my fuck. Shit, that's it.
Okay, thank you. Number 4.
They were my business on the front page. I do prescription in Dior frames. I had the vision back in 12th grade that I'd be killing with Doc Dre. I never wanted to ever be over. I'm not a Philly, I thought it'd be colder. I might need a chauffeur. Check out my jiggy, check out my. Now who are you? I don't know what you do. I don't know you're short of few. Don't make me have to lose it.
Oh.
Out the jaw, come on. Ooh, savage, that's a nice get up. International, rockin' Japanese denim. Enough gas to get you a rough average. From my enemies, bringing my old ways back in my day. Would've had your whole face smacked. Look at you, wonder wild, hate rap. Ooh, what make you wanna go and say that? And I'm on another wave, and I'm putting on some weight. Feeling overpaid, I'm supposed to do. Don't nobody know your name, we ain't never seen your face. You ain't never, what you tryna prove? I never wanted to ever be over. I'm not a Philly, I thought it'd be colder. I might need a chauffeur. Check out my jiggy, check out my. Now who are you? I don't know what you do. I don't know you're short of few. Oh no, hold up. Come on, out the jaw, come on. I've been swimming through the process and you can't see me on the Loch Ness. You can proceed but with caution, give the proceeds to my God kids. Hold on my conscience. Same my pop is. Name when the pop get drop quick, buy drop kick. Why you gotta lie to me so much, babe? You tell me the same that you told what's his name. If it don't work out, I go back to hustling. Couple 100,000 up in my mother's name.